Good evening, people. You're welcome to this team training Wednesday. And we thank God so much for this training and for this information which is aimed at changing people's lives. My name is Clement Mbonaniwicha, doing this business full time of Near Life. I started Near Life when I had health challenges. I had nose bleeding, I had allergy to fuel, I had chronic headache, all those for 25 years. But when I used Near Life products, especially Pro Vitality, Trienen, zinc, multimineral, gallicarium, carotenoid complex, in a space of 7 months, those challenges had improved by over 70%. And when I continued using, I'm totally healed out of those dangers. So please, Near Life products, they really work and they help our people. So we thank God so much, and we welcome everybody for this presentation. And Mama Rose, are you on? I don't know what has happened.
Yes, I'm on. I'd not unmuted myself.
Okay, you can go on and we see how to move on.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our Wednesday. Wednesday is a very important day for us because we talk like members of a family. How do we go on? What do we have? What everybody should feel free. This is a meeting whereby people should feel free, even ask questions. Yeah, such that we move on, like a team, seriously. You're welcome, our friends. I've seen Director Maggie. We feel happy when we see you. We love you, and I know you love us. Tonight, we are going to discuss something on how to improve our immunity. Then, most importantly, we are going to discuss also how to do our daily habits, which is very, very important because our business is, you have to keep on doing the right things. Otherwise, if you put down your tools, if you don't do it consistently, you may not get what you want to get at the end of the day. So today is very important because we are going to revise, we are going to see each one where we are in doing daily habits. So my name is Rosemary Tuliamreva. I'm here in Kulambiro. Kulambiro is next to Ntinda Kisasi. I've been in Near Life for some time, but one thing I appraise for Near Life is the knowledge I've got. Originally, I'm a health worker, but little did I know that prevention is primarily me. There's some information, I don't know whether I skipped in class, but anyway, they could have taught it, but if something is not emphasized and examined and practiced, you leave it there in the papers and helps nobody, not even the person who taught or who they taught. So if I don't know it, how about the people I'm supposed to care for? So Peter, our fellow Ugandans, Peter, the health worker themselves and the Ugandans. Because something I got here, I came to Near Life when I was struggling with a gut. The gut was painful. I had stomach pains, those other colic pains anytime. Any pains, it can be periodicity. I would feel that there would be pain. Sometimes I eat food, I feel pain. And I had termed them as ulcers, some of them ulcers and the whatever, those menstrual syndrome. So that's how I came. I came struggling. I came like to look for a solution. Then I started on with the products here and there. But I thank God that I kept on adding this information we keep sharing of nutrition here as a team and international. It has really added a lot for me. Like I've learned that the gut we have to feel, we have to know what we are supposed to eat as individuals, what is good for my body. I should know what is good for my body. Like if a pineapple is good for Maggie, it may not be good for me. I may be allergic to it. If sweet potatoes are good for Clement, they may not be good for me. I may be like, my body does not want them. Much as even my mouth wants a sweet potato, it is so nice, it is so sweet as it is called. But inside in my stomach, my body may reject it. So they taught us that start feeding your body, start feeding your body. And then I started knowing what causes my stomach to pain here and there. I started identifying foods. For example, now I have peace of mind. I don't deal with these days. I don't deal with these tablets, supplement with what is lacking. If I do little work, I get backache. Now, when I supplement with calcium, which has in magnesium, and so with a supplement, so I mean, example, but I take up. Then also to emphasize the importance of nutrients of balanced diet. Also known that the person I should see that somehow I get, see that I get the fruits and the vegetables. I should see that the carbohydrates. Yeah. So that one, it's as if I knew it scantily in my background, but it had not helped me practically. But Neolife has helped me to have information, nutrition information that is applicable, that is practical, that is helpful for my body. And now I feel I'm much better. If I'd started staggering with backache, ulcers, below 40, what about now 10 years so far? Where would I be? How would I be? Where would I be with the drugs? Maybe I would be now a customer of pharmacies. But I thank God I'm not a customer of pharmacies anymore. I just have my diet, my food's very well planned, and my supplements, and that is all, and I'm healthy. So that's one biggest benefit I've got. But of course, also the money bit of it, I came to know that I can help other people, and I've built a business which has been paying me for so many years, not even a short time, paying me, and I've benefited a lot from those payments. You can really go for it. Seeing also knowing many people, different countries have crossed borders. It was courtesy of Neolife. Yeah, it is too powerful to expose us even into other areas, other countries, other bigger distributors, other people who have built it stronger other than Ugandans. When seeing them live, and also, enjoying life at the beach, life at very international hotels, 5-star hotels, actually beyond 5-star hotels, somehow, somewhere enjoying life. Neolife has exposed me to life I could not expose myself if it was not for Neolife. Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, that's me. Tonight we are going to discuss this immune system. Why immunity? Why are you talking about immunity? Yes, if you're not careful and our immunity is low, you find that we are also having infections here and there. Yes. So what we can what we call immune system is a group of cells designed by the body to protect it, protect it against those other infections that come in or some injuries that may take place suddenly. So these cells are designed to defend or to be protective to other cells of the body. You know, the body has trillions of cells, and these cells do multiple functions. Each cell is designed to do a certain function, but they are a group of systematic cells that do the defensive what? They do defend the body. Now, the immune system is in two steps. There's that one they are calling innate response or fast defensive. Now, innate is when the cells are built like innate is like a structure or the way the cell is built. Now, the cells of the gut, right from the mouth up to down at the end of the gastrointestinal tract, they are designed in a way that they are defensive. For example, and then of the respiratory system that they do defend the body from being attacked by anything which can come through air. The mouth many times is open. Now I'm talking, it's open. The nose is open because it is breathing in and out, but anything can enter, so it is defensive. Then also the skin cells, the uppermost layer, is designed to be defensive. You can drop something, even something, if it is not so toxic, something on top of the skin that may be having bacteria on top of the skin. They will not penetrate immediately until even you wash them off or until they die. It is when the skin is open or is cut that it becomes what? It becomes a challenge. So that is innate. Something that is designed naturally to defend. You know, like when something goes in the nose or in the lungs, you see a person immediately coughs. It's because there are some cells that have in some like villi, like hair, small hair cells. Once you touch them, they're very sensitive. They respond, and the person has to throw it away. So those are defensive cells, which end up with hair. Then also in the gastrointestinal tract, there are watery cells. There are cells which are supposed to be wet right from the mouth. So that is a defense mechanism whereby when a bacteria comes or a fungal or something, vomit it out, something like that. So innate is special on top and other parts of the body. Then there is this step of adaptive immune response. Adaptive immune response is when we have like the white blood cells they are designed in a big parasite. Once it is introduced to the body, these cells, these white blood cells are supposed to detect it. And once they detect it, then they mobilize. They mobilize other defense cells, and they're supposed to either break it, engulf it, do what. And that's what we usually feel as inflammation. When there is a fight there, they mobilize more fluids, more white blood cells to start fighting. And then they cause what? Inflammation. It may not even be these organisms. It can even be like a toxin. Yeah, once it is somewhere and is detected, these elements try to engulf it, try to do a war, such that they, you know, when they're forming pus, it's as if they're trying to engulf it and do what? And repulse it. So that's another level of what? Of immune system. So it is done in steps. The body of God designed it in steps. So they slide it down. Asks what it needs. What does it need? The body has different types of cells, and first of all, what it needs is food, a balanced diet. Yeah, it needs this balanced diet. Now, once you have the balanced diet, mean, those defensive cells, whether the cells along the gut, whether the cells along the lungs, whether they are the cells of the white blood cell, they are fed very well. And so they become alert because they are strong, they are alert, they are built well. They are positioned to do what? To defend. The blood moves effectively and they move in different parts of. Once a person needs resting, once the person is also tired, stressed, yeah, the person's immune system is also like not so handy. Yeah, then nothing that the person needs enough hydration, enough water. This is a sign of somebody, I think, opening a tap. Yeah, this sign, a person is opening a tap. So how much water do we need per day? We need water in the food. We get water in the food, water maybe in the tea, we take water in the juice, but we can also take only pure water to contribute to say that we can make to 2.5 or 3 liters per day. Once the body does not have water, it is dehydrated and is stressed. So this is why a person maybe who has had maybe diarrhea or what, or who has not taken water is at risk, especially these lips. When a person is not taking enough fluids, you are at risk of actually getting infections because the mucous membranes start breaking. Then also they're saying don't smoke. That is obvious. At least it's not many people's problem. And so when you're smoking, it damages the lungs. Then here they're talking about stress. We need to see that we are not stressed. Once you're stressed automatically, let's see what else did. Here they are saying, so what does it need exactly? The immune system needs how we eat food normally, or it only has maybe carbohydrates and little what? And little proteins. Look at a plate of matoke and beans, or a plate of kaunga, this white kaunga and beans. Do we have the nutrients there? Then there are all these other, we also these are the flavonoids, the carotenoids, and the ones in phytodefense. Then we need to have the omega fatty acids. Once we are not getting in the other wrong fats, we need to have the omega. And the omega fatty acids are very, very important. We shall see that one ahead. Then probiotics, like yesterday on Tuesday, we're learning that the bacteria in the gut have to be there and balanced because they also do some defensive work. Once they are not there, maybe because of a disease or because of antibiotics we have taken, we are going to injure the gut. We are going to have infections. We are going to have toxins just entering the gut. So the probiotics, the normal flora or the bacteria in the gut, they must be there. For example, if you have taken antibiotics for 5 days, make sure you first relax a little bit, take some yogurt. There's something that the other numbers was teaching us. You can also take Ubushira, that one can also add something, yogurt. Then the other thing which they are telling us, in South Africa, they have that product. Yeah, so the mycobacteria in the normal flora within the gut, it has to be there because it does a very good job in protecting the gut. Then also proteins build immune in the way they should. Yeah. Is when you are having the immunity, then they are incompetent, things like the micronutrient up, it was micro, then basic nutrients. Vitamins, we need minerals, we need proteins. What else? We need fats. The fats, the protein, the carbohydrates, also those ones must be balanced. Yeah. So what is next? Our next slide. Yeah. So after seeing what we need, maybe we can learn more. We need fatty acids. I'd promise these fatty acids are very, very important. Actually, whenever maybe that's why the omega salmon oil is there in the what? In the Provitality. It's very, very important. These fatty acids, they reduce the production of inflammatory mediators. Yeah. They help to produce the resolvins, which resolve inflammation. Now, when the body is attacked, when there is an infection, even if the bacteria are no longer, they are no longer so active, inflammation is there. Inflammation is the one that has caused the wound, has caused pain, and so on. So when we do not have omega-3 now, and the body gets inflamed, the wound will stay there. There will not be wound healing. Yeah, it will not normalize. It will not go back. Once the wound is still there, then the body will keep in pain, the body will keep sick. So omega-3 fatty acids are very, very vital in our body, all of us. Actually, I have a distributor who told me that for me, I cannot buy other products when I don't have omega. Omega is number one. Yeah, omega-3 fatty acids it's a very, very vital product when we're talking about keeping our body in balance, giving our body good immunity, giving our body, these other powers that the body is strong against the infections, but even against the autoimmune diseases. Yeah. Then another thing is carotenoid. This carotenoid already, I did not bring this other slide, but I think we already know it, that carotenoid is a very good immunity. It's number one immune booster. Scientifically, they have done a lot of studies which have shown that within even 20 days, it can boost the immunity by 37%. What carotenoid does, it also, I think, it also builds those very cells that are immune cells, like the T cells and the B cells. I think we might see them ahead. Those T cells and the B cells are the cells which attack whatever has come to attack the body, which fight directly. So carotenoids are involved in that. Also, carotenoids are a source of vitamin A. Now, vitamin A, the importance of vitamin A is to form those linings of the stomach, of the eyes, of the nozzle, whatever, chest, those linings such that they are smooth and they are doing their work very well. So vitamin A is very important. You remember when the children have measles, they give them vitamin A, and measles affect those linings of the what? Of the bronchus. It increases the number of specialized immune cells and the activities of natural killer cells, NK. Carotenoid is very vital. Once we want to boost our immunity, our immune system, we have to see that the carotenoids also are involved in our what? In our diet. It protects the cell from oxidative stress. They are very, very strong antioxidants. So when we are talking about improving immune system, our supplements must have in omega-3. They must have in carotenoids. Yeah. Maybe we can see more of what we want to see. What are other important supplements for the immune system? Here we have zinc. I hope you are seeing it on the screen. Can you see it on the screen?
Yes, we can.
Zinc, I think you remember zinc was so much encouraged during COVID. But zinc is a very, very important macronutrient in the immune system. They say if we have, for example, maybe 10,000 processes that have to take place in our body, metabolic processes, then zinc covers like 3/4. Zinc as a micronutrient, it is involved in like 3/4 of those processes. Being the processes of digestion, you know, they give it to children as zonkidi, but even as adults, we need it for, you know, also for digestion, for growth of the cells. Here, their cells are here degenerating and regenerating, like the blood cells, they spend a short time, like 30 to 60 days, then they produce other. So the zinc has to be involved in the growth of those cells. Then the zinc has to be involved in different systems like the brain, like the ovulation, the sperm multiplication. You know, zinc is very, very vital. Now, so it is also involved in the manufacturing, or in the building, or in the growing of those immune cells, you know, to grow or to manufacture immune cell. For example, maybe it is a T cell. The process it has to go through, zinc has to be involved as a cofactor. So zinc is very, very important. That's why they were telling us in boosting immunity, somehow, all people who want to boost immunity, the children, the sick, the people with chronic diseases, even us who want to be healthy, somehow, we need zinc. And that's why Neolife put it separate in its tin, because it is a very, very important a very important product here and there. So here they're saying it is needed for immune cell development. They're saying functioning of the innate are those cells which are made naturally to defend, like the cells of the GIT. Essential to both first and second line defense. Yeah, that first line defense is what I told you, the cells which are made naturally, like the skin upper cells, defensive cells, but also in the second line, in the manufacturing of those of those defense T cells, B cells, those fighting cells, those white blood cells, contribute to the integrity of the immune system. Zinc inadequacy or deficiency compromises of immunity loss in many levels. So we have seen that zinc is very, very vital. But I think people have also given testimony that people who have diabetes, and once they take with the zinc, people who have also other conditions, even with the heart problem, once they are weak and they take with the zinc, it is also very it helps them so much. People with the fertility, once they take with the zinc, it supports so much. Yeah. I think let us see other very important products in the supporting immunity. Oh yes, we have see this, we have vitamin E. I used not to know that vitamin E is very, very vital. Here they are telling us that it modulates immune function. You see, it strengthens the immune response. It promotes immune cell proliferation. It enhances cell-mediated immune response. Now, I knew vitamin E was for the skin. It can make the skin beautiful. It can help the heart. It can help fertility, but it's also an important micronutrient that supports the immune system. So that's another thing to note. But by the way, vitamin E is a very vital product. Sorry. Vitamin E is a very, very important product in many, many levels, in many issues, and it has results. Now, another one is vitamin C. Vitamin C benefits both the innate and adaptive response. Now, innate these are the cells which are made, by the way, to fight naturally. Now, vitamin C is very good, like how they're telling us that it builds the collagen and so on. Now, collagen is used in those upper cells, those surface cells, especially like for the gastrointestinal tract. Once you remember, when we have deficiencies in vitamin C, how the skin breaks, isn't that the scurvy? Yeah, vitamin C supplements may accelerate the recovery process it protects from oxidative stress caused by harmful effects of free radicals. Now, these free radicals are also coming to harm. Yeah, it's, you know, it normalizes, it calms down. But we know vitamin C is very good for those soft tissues, to rebuild the soft tissues. So the soft tissues are the soft layers, like the layers in the mouth, very, very good. They are very good defensive defensive tissues, or they have defensive cells. So when we are talking about immunity, remember even in COVID, they are telling us about vitamin C. Very, very good product to improve the immunity. So when you're talking about immunity, especially in those children, we can give also the vitamin, we can give the omega, we can give the vitamin C when we're talking about their the children's immunity. But of course the adults as well. Yeah, so there is vitamin D. Yeah, vitamin D is also not a joke. It is fundamental to the function of the body as the defense, at the first defense level and the second defense level. Yeah, by the sometimes I used not to think about it. It's important to the first defense and the second defense. So they are telling us that also vitamin D. No wonder they put it, vitamin D. We have vitamin A and D separate. Yeah, and the people who have some respiratory problem usually say they improve when they take vitamin A and D. So now it is vitamin D is also in CalMag. Yeah, so I'm learning that for people who have some kind of pain, some injury, maybe the inflammatory bowel disease, people who are common with ulcers, people who are common with these other these coughs, common coughs, asthma, they should take this vitamin A and D, because it helps in those first defense cells in whatever that is affecting those areas. For example, if a person has ulcers or has some chest challenges, you find that the person has wounds along those linings because of the stress in that area. So they are telling us that vitamin D is very, very useful in helping improving the immunity in those areas. I saw also some vitamin A, only that I'm not seeing the slide. Maybe I don't know whether I deleted it, but also vitamin A, this is vitamin E again, sorry. Vitamin A is also important. Vitamin A is also important in the immune system. I don't see it here, probably maybe I deleted it as I was reducing the slides. This is zinc again. So, but vitamin A is also important in the lining. You remember when children are suffering from measles, we usually give them vitamin A as in the area of boosting their defensive capacity. But vitamin A, what I know, it is very, very good in helping the linings, like the linings of the eye, the conjunctiva. Those are also defense cells, the linings of the stomach, of the mouth, the linings of the ears, the linings of the of the intestinal tract. So improving immunity, vitamin A and product. But in a nutshell, and also micronutrients. So primarily when we're thinking about products that can boost somebody's immunity, we start with Provitality. Provitality has got that training that helps the cell to function very well, and it has phytonutrients. Then also Provitality has got omega-3, which we have already discussed, very, very vital. Provitality has got carotenoid, which has got some carotenoid for defensive, for improving the immunity. Provitality has got those 25 vitamins and minerals, which are supposed to help us in the macro and micronutrients, which we are supposed to balance. So when we are talking about immunity in an adult, and vitamin C, we shall think of zinc, we shall think of vitamin A and D, some products really to add there for a person to do what? To have high immunity. But definitely, we talked about, in summary, we talked about a person must do exercises, must take the fluids, must rest, and must take also see that the diet has also these other very important areas that must be there: the protein, carbohydrates, minerals. Then the supplementing, those are primary areas, but also we can also add other supplements. When they talked about quality proteins, that's when I think Neolife brought in Neolife Shake. And we have seen results that when a person takes Provitite and Neolife Shake, my God, if this person does not improve, then there's something else otherwise, or the person needs to be patient. But every time a person takes a Provitality and Neolife Shake, there must be a change because of the quality proteins and those variety of the nutrients that have come to fill in the gap. Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, I think that's what I'd had to share in the interest of time. I can hand over everything to Director Clement to tell us what is next. Thank you very much for listening.
You're welcome, Mama Rose. And I request you remove your screen.
Okay.
Okay. Again, you are welcome, those who are logging in from different places. Thank you, Mama Rose, for taking us through that part, which is good. But now, we Neolife distributors, or anybody who is not yet a Neolife distributor, we have some things which help our business. Hello?
Hello, we are hearing you well.
Oh, that is good. I was saying we have the daily success habits help our business to move. Are you seeing this on the screen? So we number one is we use the products, and anybody who is in Neolife and he doesn't use the products doesn't know how the products taste and how they work, and has no story, and that one will not be good. Because I told you I had the headache. Headache, you can imagine headache for 25 years. Taking pharmaceutical medicine, but in vain. Headache was a headache, headache was a headache. Nose bleeding was nose bleeding for 25 years. Allergy was allergy. Allergy at fuel, it was very challenging, I'm telling you. But when I started using the products, for 7 months, I improved. And now those things, those challenges are gone completely. And then another success habit is share the products. Of course, we don't have to keep quiet. We don't have to keep quiet. I'm very happy that some people who use our products and become better, they don't keep quiet. There is a lady we have helped to heal out of her cancer. The cancer which had stayed with her for over 3 years, and she had spent over 7 million, but she wasn't getting better. Actually, when I was sharing with her this information, she was skeptical, very skeptical, very skeptical, I'm telling you. So when you are sharing with people out there and they are somehow skeptical or seriously skeptical, or they can't believe you, just know that that is normal. Just know that that is normal, but be very serious with sharing, and don't say it is hard. No. I'm telling you, at one time, you are going to benefit, or you are going to help that person. Another thing is personal development. That is training. We train, like most of us who are working class. I'm very happy that people on this training, most of them are working class, but we try a lot to training on Zoom. You can train on YouTube, you can watch a YouTube video, you can read a book. Then there are also some physical meetings once in a while we can attend. Like I'm very optimistic to meet Mr. Pio. Pio, I've not met him physically, but even others. So that personal development or training is very important. Let me show you why we should be persistent. We should not be negative. Like when somebody is skeptical, there is some advice here given to us by this scholar who was a freedom fighter. He says, never ignore people in your life because they can't provide you with what you want at present time. The future is broad and unpredictable. That is very true. Yeah. They may not respond positively now, but the future will bring them because of different needs at different timings. So that's how we can make sure that the daily success habits are put in practice by not ignoring people, but by continuing sharing with them. And we do that basically these days. We do that basically these days by social media. Social media is very good in doing that. I'm happy with some people here, but most of you or most of us can learn. Yeah. And whom do you share with? You share, of course, with a prospect. There is this scholar here who has told us you are out of business if you don't have a prospect. That is true. You don't have a prospect, you are out of business. By the way, most of us, wherever or whatever we do, we do some form of business. If you're employed, that is business because you bring money to the company. Yeah. If you have a farm, if you have crops, that means you have business. That those crops can't move or you can't sell them when you don't talk, when you don't have a prospect. So let's be very optimistic and very serious in sharing this opportunity. Yeah, I'm very happy that I've helped over 7 people to get out of cancer problem in Kampala here by using our products, especially Phyto Defense, Provitality, Near Life Shake, basically those. Yeah. There is another senior citizen whom we gave our products, and in 1 month he's back to work. Actually, he was threatening to die. He's a senior officer in this government. They referred him to me, and he came. Actually, he did come, but we met on we served him online. I didn't meet him physically. The products were delivered to him, and I'm telling you, he was not having energy at all. Cancer had weakened him seriously. But when we gave him Provitality, we gave him Near Life Shake and Phyto Defense, in 60 days, not 60 days, in 30 days, because he has used them for only 30 days, he has gone back to work. Yeah. You can see how really sharing this opportunity will help many people. And before you know it, that man will be recommending to other people also to benefit from Near Life. So, and these days, there is this issue here of online. This scholar or this distributor said, I have been able to reach more people using online platforms than when I had to meet people in person. Yeah. This man is from Botswana. I actually will testify about this because I meet different people on different avenues, but online. Online has really helped me to share this opportunity with different people. So this is what I do. For example, I update my status every day. I don't remember whether I have ever forgotten to update my status with Near Life product information. So you learn how to update your status, WhatsApp, or even Facebook profile, because people will be visiting those avenues and they'll be watching the information. That is very, very, very good. You will reach different people. For example, today I presented to 64 people. You can see those 64 people. Yeah. But you cannot present to 64 people when you are looking for them to meet them physically. It is hard. It is very hard. Yeah. So I keep putting different pictures, different information, so you can see. I put that one about ulcers. Then I also put about the one about bone and joint health. I also put that lady who was teaching, who was testifying that she has been using Near Life products for, she's now 90 years, but she's very healthy. And many about arthritis, I also put it. So the one of arthritis was watched by 20 people, and this one of our ulcers was watched by 64 people. And you can imagine. So that is sharing information, and in the comfort of your home or of your work. If you are in office, just put your pictures, yeah, and people will keep watching them. You don't have to worry. And then there are some aspects which you need to know. For example, we have our back office, our Near Life back office. This scholar still says, always on the go. Your business should be downloaded marketing. or download marketing, materials to share with customers via WhatsApp. Yeah, there is that app also called TNL app, Team Near Life app. It has really good things, yeah, which you can share with people. That TNL app, it costs 75,000. If you want to use it, no, it is 78. If you want to use it, you pay 78,000 to Near Life account, either by mobile money or by bank account or by EFT. Then we shall guide you how to access that TNL app. It is a good app. It has good information which can enable sharing of different information to our community. And then as we go on, we must be aware of some issues when we are sharing this information with people. People are people, I'm telling you, but we have to be patient with people. For example, there is a lady whom I taught in secondary school, like maybe even 10 years ago, but even 10 years ago, I taught her in secondary school. That was 2004. I think those are 9 years now. But you can imagine, I've been following her on social media. She's now working in an office. I was able to sign her up today in Near Life. And I have also signed more 3 people. So in total, I've signed 4 people this month. But using social media, none of them I have met them physically. I've been teaching them on social media. And that's how they have started. This scholar says, when you are serious about your dream, be ready to be alone, be ready to be laughed at, be ready to be doubted, be ready to be criticized, be ready to be misunderstood, be ready to lose many people. I'm telling you, there are some friends of yours who may think maybe what you are doing is not serious, and they may dissociate from you, but don't worry. Just continue sharing the opportunity. I know you are going to help different people. You are going to help many people. You see, Jerry Brasfield started alone and he faced a lot of resistance, but he continued. He never gave up. That's why we are here. I'm telling you. There is another avenue if you want to share Near Life very well. That avenue is called WhatsApp broadcast. This broadcast is the one which has enabled me introduce 4 people to Near Life in this month. Though my target is to introduce 6, I'm optimistic that I will do it because we still have some time up to Tuesday next week. If you are using a WhatsApp broadcast, you are going to help many people out there. I'm telling you. It is a simple way of sharing this information with people. Me, I so far have 2 WhatsApp broadcast groups. I have WhatsApp broadcast A and I have broadcast B. Broadcast B has 235 contacts. Then broadcast A has 256. When you have a broadcast, you can't, it helps you to follow up your people, because there is no way how you can follow people online together if they are not in a group. Yeah. So you identify them very well, and then you keep following them up. That's what WhatsApp broadcast has helped me. Those who don't know how to do it, you can contact me. I'll teach you how to do it. I will also teach you how to share information on it. And I don't know, are you getting me? Elvania, can you hear me? There's somebody who is saying is not getting me properly. What about Maggie? Can you hear me?
We can hear you, Clement.
That is very good. So we are about to finish because of time. We wouldn't want to go past time. If we go far, maybe past 5 minutes, but I was emphasizing the issue of WhatsApp broadcast. And I'm assuring you, all members of this training, if you learn how to make a WhatsApp broadcast, your work is going to be simplified. I was taught by a Kenyan how to do this WhatsApp broadcast, and he taught me online. I had to learn it. If he taught me from Kenya and I learned it, I'm going to teach most of you, and you'll also learn it. It is going to help our community to save people's lives, because many people are dying of cancer here. Why should people die of cancer when we have this good information? Why should they die of diabetes? Yeah, you can imagine. Yeah, you can imagine this lady from the US has taught us how to help diabetic people to be free in 6 months, especially when they are type 2 diabetes. They can be free of their diabetes after 6 months, or I mean in less than 6 months. We have started getting proof because we are practicing what she told us. Yeah, my partner has been pre-diabetic for the last 20 years, but having many challenges using the products, but improving little because of the foods she was using. But this lady taught us foods. I'm telling you, the partner has improved by over 50% in just 14 days of doing what she told us, what Barbara taught us. And do you know how I met that Barbara, who has been in a nurse, a director of nursing for over 25 years. We met on Facebook. I met her on Facebook. The lady was about to die. She had got kidney damage. Yeah, she had kidney damage. She had hypertension, a very bad one, and she was weighing over 110 kilograms. Yeah, but because of Neolife products and even good nutrition, she has improved. She's healed actually. She's no longer on diabetes medication and hypertensive medication. And that one happened in less than 6 months because of feeding, good feeding. So because of time, we can stop here, and we shall call it a night. But before we call it a night, sometimes we always introduce ourselves and maybe know some people. There are some people I don't know, like Diana. Diana, how are you? Where are you logging in from?
Hello, I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
We are fine. You are logging from where?
From Gayaza Road.
Hey, okay, that's good. And Mr. Emmanuel, could we know you? We are family. Mr. Emmanuel Mukwaya, then Caroline. But the meeting has been very good, and we really thank God so much for this meeting. Is there anybody with a question before we close? Then if it is not there, we can meet tomorrow. There is a company training by Betty and Pascal. You see, their training is always good and touching different topics which are very good on our health and progress. Thank you very much for tonight's meeting and your participation. I can say bye-bye for now.